59 viewers tuning into Coronation Street have been left bewildered as Craig Tinker showed symptoms of obsessive compulsive disorder, more commonly known as OCD, with his condition seemingly getting worse and worse. However, things recently escalated as the character, played by Colson Smith, had an emotional breakdown as his condition spiraled out of control. A recent emotional episode saw the Weatherfield resident lock himself in his flat as the police tried to come in to search the place. Desperate to continue his rituals, which included counting and turning switches on and off, Craig became more and more distressed as the doorbell and his phone continued to ring. Eventually Bethany Platt snuck into the flat via the builder's yard where she witnessed Craig's frantic and worrying behavior. Craig eventually confessed everything to his worried family, who then convinced him to see a doctor. And it was here that the character was finally diagnosed with OCD and refereed to get further treatment of his crippling condition. But what happened to Craig? And how did his OCD start? When did Craig Tinker's OCD start? Craig's illness began in October 2017 during Nathan Curtis' court case following Bethany Platt's grooming ordeal. How did it start? As the special constable was grilled by Nathan's barristers, Craig mistakenly got the time wrong when giving his evidence after getting confused with the 24-hour clock, causing his testimony to be questioned. But his upset soon turned to obsession, with that sparking the beginning of his condition. Craig beat himself up over his mistake and vowed not to mess up again. How bad is it? A previous episode saw Craig preparing for a date with girlfriend Bethany, but she was soon stood up as his OCD took hold. The teen was seen turning off switches, counting knives, and checking if the iron was cold, as little Liam Connor spotted him. The character opened up about his condition, telling the tot that if he didn't do these things then people like his mum and girlfriend would get hurt or even possibly. However, Craig's condition recently spiraled out of control, as he had an emotional episode as the police tried to gain access to his flat, to search for evidence regarding Pat Fallon's murder of Andy Carver. Craig refused to let them in until he finished his rituals, with Bethany Platt eventually sneaking in and witnessing Craig's breakdown for herself. What's going to happen next? Craig eventually sought help from the doctor after revealing his struggle to his shocked family. Bethany accompanied him to see Dr. Ali, where Michelle Connor's son diagnosed him with OCD and referred him to get further help. However, as Craig has started to manage his illness, he suffered a setback when he was mocked by new speed dial waitress Kayla, who made fun of him for not wanting his drinking glasses moved. But after a ticking off from Bethany and Craig eventually admitting his condition, Kayla confessed that her mother had the same thing, with the two then bonding over their shared experience. Kayla eventually left a chuffed Craig her phone number. Is this the start of a new relationship for the character? Or is there still unfinished business between him and Bethany?